All right, we're really happy to bring you the Inman Select Plus course on Success 201. Gain momentum, stability, cash flow, and breathing room in your real estate business now. This is a course for new and emerging, launching and relaunching agents. So if you think about the agent population, we're talking about beginning and middle. There are a lot of agents out there that do not quite have financial stability in their business, and you can relaunch at any time. So let me introduce myself. First, my name is Julie Nelson. I'm in Austin, Texas. I have been the Director of Career Development at the Keller Williams Southwest Market Center in Austin, Texas from 2011 to 2015. So arguably running the largest new agent training program in the country. I was a Platinum Top 50 Trainer of the Year in 2015. I'm an Inman contributor. I wrote a book earlier this year called Success Faster, a practical action plan for quickly ramping up your real estate career. You can find that book on my blog at thenelsonproject.org. This topic for new and emerging, launching and relaunching agents is totally my wheelhouse, totally what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's what I write about, it's what I talk about, it's what I podcast about. So I'm really excited to bring this material to you today. We have 5 sessions or lessons that we're going to run through. Lesson 1 is a bit of a reality check. Lesson 2, business insights. Lesson 3, listing success. Lesson 4, agent marketing. And lesson 5, prospecting. So let's get started. Let me tell you about the course a little bit. So it's for new and emerging, launching and relaunching agents who've experienced the momentum roller coaster. Every realtor knows what I'm talking about. So lack of momentum can seriously mess with your mindset in this business. And lack of cash flow can simply chase you out of the business. So in this course, we're going to work on momentum and foundation and getting some cash flow so you can get into a solid zone in your real estate business. The course is designed to help agents hit the reset button and form a new roadmap to success in real estate. So I want to cover some NAR statistics just to establish a little baseline for this course. So in 2016, there were 1,223,423 NAR members. That's a lot of realtors. In 2016, so these are all NAR statistics, in 2016, 20% of members had 1 year or less experience, rising from 11% in the 2015 survey. So more agents are getting into the business. The median gross income of realtors was $39,200, down from $45,800 in 2015. That's a hard wage to live on in Austin, Texas. So you need to be above average, and that's a lot of what this class is about. Realtors with 16 years or more experience had a median gross income of $73,400 compared to realtors with 2 years or less that had a median gross income of $8,500, totally below living wage. In 2015, the typical agent had 11 transactions, which was unchanged from 2014. Now, unless your average transaction is $1 million, that does not build a real estate career. Can we all agree when we look at these NAR statistics that to be successful in this business, you have to be above average? So my core principle with this is that we need to get you, if you're not there already, we need to get you into the top 25% of agents quickly. The top 25% of agents quickly. And when you've landed there, then we can put a plan together to get you perhaps into the top 10% of agents. Make sense? So every roadmap needs a starting point. So I want to cover 3 things with the starting point. 1, your bank account, again, one of my favorite topics, or not. 2, confidence, or what I call your power score. And 3, being a good boss. So let's talk about your bank account a little bit. We need to get real about what you need and where you're going. What's in your bank account right now, and the reality of the actions you're taking today and the length of time it's going to take for cash to start hitting your checking account. Everything in this business is at least 60 to 90 days out, and that's if you're doing the work today. So be very, very careful about the getting ready to get ready syndrome, because that will only delay your cash flow. So get real on that cash flow. Yes, you should have a cushion when you start real estate at any given time, and you can read a bunch of articles about that. But the reality is that in building your business, you need a predictable cash flow. Lack of predictability with your cash flow is very stressful in this business. So throughout the course, we're going to hit that topic a little more. Topic number 2 in the starting point is confidence, or what I like to call your power score. So I've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of new agents starting this awesome new chapter in their lives called real estate. And when you start in real estate, and whether you're in your 2nd year or your 5th year or your 10th year, we all remember when we started. And when you did that, you're making a conscious decision to start a new chapter in your life. How amazing is that? And how is your confidence? So confidence is a huge factor in how you're going to carry yourself in this business and attract business or not. So power score is this concept that I developed that's really a combination of your confidence, your energy, your posture, your outlook on the world, your sleep habits, your diet, how you're showing up in the world. Are you showing up in a way that's going to attract business, or is there some cautiousness? Now, when you start a big, huge new chapter in your life, sometimes that confidence can be a little elusive. So if that's happening for you, you got to kind of do the fake it till you make it kind of thing. Buyers and sellers are going to read your body language and your power score much faster than they read any of your marketing material. So to take some responsibility for how you're showing up in the world. Are you an introvert or you're an extrovert? Introverts can succeed in this business if you're really clear on what you're doing and you're driven. The majority of realtors are extroverts. We're in a people business, so you're going to be out there and talking to a lot of people. So I want you really thinking about your power score. If it's low, that's got to be fixed pretty fast, or you're going to be out of this business faster than you know it. If your power score is kind of in the middle, sometimes your power score is moderate because you don't feel very good, and that happens. So that's situational. But if you're in the middle, having an awareness of that and being able to manage that. If your power score is high, awesome. What are the things that keep you in the high zone so that your energy and your power score and your confidence are working in your favor consistently day after day after day? This is a real key in this business. Again, I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of new agents over the years, and it's interesting. There will be agents who start in the business, and I can tell the day that I meet them that their confidence and their energy, their power score is low. And so we have to be able to talk about that, because if it's low, we got to fix it quickly. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the business. If it's in the middle, is that situational or is that consistent? If it's high, let's keep it there and let's power through the activities that are going to really matter for you to succeed in this business. Topic number 3 is being a good boss. You're your own boss. So here's the good news. The good news is that you are your own boss. But you know what the bad news is? The bad news is that you are your own boss. Don't be a lousy one. You've worked for someone else before and life was busy and you figured it all out, how to get the kids to school and the dog to the vet and how to run your errands, and you figured it out around the crazy times with holidays and everything. You just figured it out. You figured it out because it equals job stability when you're that employee who is reliable. So you figured it out and you respected that. But why would you treat your business any differently? This especially comes into play around holidays. Be careful with that. The flexibility is very attractive in real estate, but don't abuse it. Be careful with that. So topic number 3 that we're going to cover throughout this course is being a good boss. So you watch a lot of material online, I bet. Most of us do. We're studying all the time. You're reading articles. You're participating in webinars and podcasts like this one today. Maybe you've been in a class recently in your office or your board. We're constantly studying in this business, and I want to provide a little structure to help you really truly get something out of this class. So I teach this concept at the beginning of every single class that I teach. So I call it the AHA 1, 2, 3. But you're going to have a lot of ahas in this class. Hopefully you're taking some notes and you have some key takeaways, some things that really could help you in your business. As you take all of those notes, and you might have a dozen notes, you may have 20 notes, we'll see, you may have 3 pages worth. Regardless of your ahas, always be thinking about your 2 main takeaways, your 2 ahas. So whether you write down 12 or 24, at the end of the podcast, you're going to want to narrow it down to 2. Then here's the key, a 24-hour action item. So any class you take, if you narrow it down to your 2 ahas, having a 24-hour action item is going to activate your reticular activating system, for one, your RAS. So you have a higher likelihood of even moving forward with this. So what's a 24-hour action item you can take around that one aha? And keep it simple. It may be calling a friend or sending an email or reading one article on the topic. Something very simple. So 24-hour action item. And then step 3 is that you're actually time blocking it in your calendar for a minimum of the next couple weeks. So with this webinar, you're going to have your 2 ahas. You're going to have a 24-hour action item attached to each of them. And then in your calendar this week, maybe an hour, and then next week, maybe an hour, but you've actually time blocked a little time that's going to be dedicated simply to you making some progress on those 2 ahas. So I'd like to encourage you to embrace that concept so that you even have a fighting chance of moving forward with some of the material.